Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bob Miller, President and CEO of 110. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Hi, Aoife.
Good to see you. I know it'll be lovely to see each other in person, but this works for the moment. Happy New Year.
Absolutely. Happy New Year to you as well.
I wanted to start off, I know we chatted a bit before this about a question that I'm asking everybody to start off our little mini interviews. And that's based on the theme of Site this year, which is Build Back Better. We all know it's not business as usual, and we're all looking for different ways to rebuild. And I'd love for you to share something new that you and the team maybe at 110 are focusing on this year that we may be able to get inspiration from.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let me begin by saying I applaud you for the theme, the Build Back Better. I had the opportunity to read your blog, and I think it's an important theme because, businesses, industries, we don't stay the same, right? People are, I think you're either regressing or progressing, and I'd like to think that this business can build back and it can become better and it is resilient. When I think about new things, I don't know that they're new, but maybe they just have a bit of a finer edge to them. So when I think about sort of the meeting side of the business, there's clearly this hybrid event that's here to stay. I think we've learned a lot about blending the digital and the physical worlds, and I think that's great because it really gives us a chance to expand the audience that we touch. It gives us a chance to engage in ways that we hadn't before, and I think it gives us a chance to overall enhance the experience through some insights that you can derive that you couldn't before. When I think a little bit more about the incentives specifically portion of the business, I think that, we were already well on our way to the hot topic being personalized experiences, and that people really wanted those things that were created memories, and that the new definition of luxury and all those kinds of things. I think you'll just see that amplified as we drive toward creating these highly personalized micro trips within an overall travel program, and yet still have a sense that you're there as a group. So I think that will be the simple challenge for our planners.
That's a good point, actually. And it's a good challenge for us because I think all of us thrive being on our toes a little bit and throwing in something new. So I like that idea as well that you said about expanding our audience, because that is certainly something that we were missing before. And hybrid does offer that opportunity to touch more people than we ever could have. So a silver lining.
Right.
And going back to Site, we obviously were lucky to have a very strong buyer community, and yourselves at 110 have been a really strong supporter of the association for many years. And I'd love for you to be able to share with the audience why you choose to be engaged with this community and where you see the most value.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think our business is all about relationships, right? And Site, it gives you this wonderful opportunity and gives other people a wonderful opportunity to build relationships with a lot of different segments and niches within the overall travel industry. And it's global in nature, and so I think that's been wonderful. So I would say the nurturing of relationships that sometimes turn into lifelong friendships is a wonderful thing. I think the second part of the research is good and been improving, and I think that today it's excellent research, and it's things that we use frequently in our presentations and in our discussions and in our training. And then finally, I think the certifications are important. I think this is a profession. And I think it's probably in many ways more recognized in Europe and some other places in the world. And we're a little behind in the States probably of recognizing just the importance of the hospitality and the travel industry. And I think those certifications that are important as people build their careers.
Well, strong points for all of us to remember. So thank you for sharing those. And we were lucky in 2019 to have Philip as our leader. So definitely getting Site to a fantastic place with that strong 110 leadership. So thank you for that.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Thank you.
We're also thrilled this year to have a young leader on the board. So this is our first year that Site has had a young leader seat specifically for that community. So it's a great way for Site to show the value that we place in the future of our industry. And one of your own colleagues, Heidi Dillon, is taking on this role.
Yeah.
We're thrilled, and I'm sure you're just as thrilled too. We'd love if you could share maybe some of your thoughts on supporting the younger generation and why that's important to you in 110.
Yeah, I think it's very similar to the question about Site in general. When you think about our entire value proposition as a company is all really built around putting our clients at the center of everything, but starting with employees. So the whole business is built around try to recruit and retain great employees. Heidi's a great example of that. If you get the right talent, the right people who love what they do, they partner with world-class supplier partners. They deliver effective solutions for clients. And if we execute appropriately against that strategy, that gives us the opportunity to give back to society and to invest in the future. So that's kind of our, I guess the value proposition summary. But the very genuine or authentic part of that is it all starts with people. So when someone like Heidi has a chance to both be recognized for her leadership and to develop her skills by being on a prestigious board like Scite, I think it's a great thing. I think 2 takeaways from that young leaders, and it was a great thing that was founded, it was a great thing that was started, is I think 2 takeaways is, one is the young leader can learn a lot from the people that are engaged in Scite, and that can be really developmental for them. But I think we all have to remember we can learn a lot from them too. So I think that, we need to nurture that because we need fresh perspectives and we need the newest thinking and those kinds of things. And then prior to this, I did reach out to Heidi and ask if there were any messages that she would like conveyed. And hers was one that was a little bit sobering in that she said, I think everyone needs to remember that the young leaders have probably been disproportionately affected during this downturn. So, there's a very good chance that they're maybe in a furlough situation or something like that. So I think it's incumbent on a lot of us to remember that and to remember to open lines of communication that maybe we hadn't thought of before, and create some of those opportunities for those people to become engaged and to stay engaged in the industry. And hopefully the talent loss through this period won't be so severe that, we'll be able to recover from that.
It's a strong message, and certainly a particularly great year to have that young leader seat on the board, so that we've got that extra representation from somebody that's going to remind us and champion those voices for us. So we're lucky that that's starting this year.
Right. That's great.
Well, Bob, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining the conference. And I'm really excited to get to see you in person, hopefully very soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I share those feelings, and good luck to you, and just wish everyone attending the conference the best, and hope that it's enriching. And this is a great business, great way to build a career, and we too shall recover from all of this.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.